Remember when we were kids and playing Call of Duty Zombies would scare the hell out of us? It seems kinda ridiculous with the state Zombies is in now, but back then, zombies had soul. Whoa, you can't use that word in the video. It's 2025, bro. Why not? I mean, they are Nazi zombies. You can't say that, bro. Alright, fine. There. Is that better? Guys, I know this is a meme and everything, but that's the actual screen you get when you load up Black Ops 3 Knocked. Are you fucking serious? What's up, goats? Today we're going to be talking about how scary Call of Duty Zombies was, and how the mode has completely lost its identity. If you think about it, most of the player base of Call of Duty now are younger kids who have never even experienced the older CODs, and that means not experiencing the older zombies. I still remember as a kid booting up BO2 Town and trying to get to a high round, only to quit at round 14 since my pants were soaking wet by that time. And that's due to the atmosphere and the identity of zombies back then. But today we're going to be focusing on the games that started it all. Back then, Zombies was just a hidden mode that you unlocked once you beat the campaign, and let me tell you, 6-year-old me was fucking terrified seeing that cutscene at the end. But let's talk about the maps. And starting with the scariest is... Verrückt takes place in an abandoned mental hospital. Already the setting is much scarier than a tomb. Fuck that map. But as soon as you spawn in, you can feel the atmosphere with the iconic Zombies round start music in the background, and hearing screams echoing through the halls.
Shit! No power!
The gameplay also mirrors the feeling of horror with having a split spawn room. So if you're with at least one other person, you have a chance of getting split up. You see writing on the walls and weapons outlined in chalk, and memories of this place still linger. This shit's just creepy as fuck, and actually feels like a place where zombies would exist. Turning the power on feels like the asylum is alive, and you're waking it up. Yeah, I just noticed that power isn't even something we have in zombies anymore, so that's cool. Also, having just 4 random Marines instead of our iconic cast adds to the horror of the map. Nocturne Tone is also very scary, but for different reasons than Verrückt. While Verrückt paints a feeling of claustrophobia and despair, Nacht paints a feeling of isolation and hopelessness. With the surrounding area covered in fog, the only thing you see is the zombies slowly shuffling towards you. Nacht also has unique zombie noises, and honestly, it adds so much to the fear factor here.
What's that noise? What's that noise?
There's even bars here signifying that there is no escape from the bunker. I don't know, there's just something about the simplicity of the old maps that have an eerie vibe to it. You aren't a wacky cast of characters that are trying to save the multiverse, you are just a soldier trying to survive. Now we get into the maps that start to dip in the horror category, but are still miles ahead of what we get today. Der Riese, taking place in a Nazi tank factory, has been converted into a research facility, where obviously something terrible went wrong, with blood legit everywhere. While fighting the undead horde, you constantly hear that damn clock, just ticking.
Fell off! Yeah, I had my eyes closed that time.
You can hear it from pretty much everywhere on the map, and it's a center point for this map's atmosphere. This map also had a ton of innovation with the pack-a-punch and the different teleporters around the map that will take you back to the spawn. Now we take a look at Shinonuma, which I don't really like at all. Yeah, it's super creepy with the swamp vibe and the zombies doing unique walks as if they're still bonsai charging, but it's just depressing, bro. But we cannot ignore the innovations that this map had, with the moving lift that would take you about 20 feet away, the Wonderwaff making its debut, and who can forget the beautiful flogger.
That is fucking spectacular!
But what makes this map one of the scariest was...
Son of a bitch.
Yep, this map introduced the dog rounds, which has pretty much been a staple for ever since I can remember.
Now what's going to happen?
Now we move on to Black Ops 1. I'm going to be using the Black Ops 3 versions of these maps because I'm not spending $100 on a 15-year-old game. Fuck you, Activision. But the Zombies team knew they had something special with the mode, so all they did was build upon it. Starting with Kino der Toten, it takes place in a theater, which was converted into a Nazi stronghold. And it's daytime, but that doesn't take away from the creepiness of fighting in an abandoned theater. You can even still hear the haunting laughter that used to fill this place.
The film must have been shit. This place is full of stiffs.
This map innovated with the Pack-a-Punch having to link 2 teleporters to reach it, something that was introduced in Darius. And turning on the power spawns the Nova Crawlers who bust in through the ceiling.
Please, help me. She's coming. The mechanism must be repaired.
Ascension, in my opinion, is pretty mid. Yeah, it's pretty cool starting in black and white, and turning the power on just shows you how fucked up this facility really is. Taking place in a Russian cosmonaut facility, you use these things called lunar landers to get around the map. And once you get up there, you see how desolate the surrounding area is. This map also adds a monkey round, which is bullshit because they fucking steal your perks like bitches. So sometimes you have to run across the damn map to save your perks. This map also had the first main Easter egg quest, something that would later become the identity of zombies. Moving on to the second DLC, which is Call of the Dead. Taking place in the middle of Siberia, it's cold as fuck here. This icy glacier is perfect for a zombies map, with a huge broken ship on one side and this massive lighthouse on the other, which gives us some unique locations to fight in. The fear factor is also increased by having dynamic fog that rolls in and out, making it harder to see. This map innovated a ton with an ice slide, real-life actors that play our cast, many traversal options that take us from one side of the map to the other, and of course our main man George Romero. Who is just constantly stalking you throughout the game. This map is seriously underrated. The Easter egg is also one of the best parts, with the new cast helping the Ultimates crew who are stuck behind this door. This map also has one of my favorite wonder weapons, the Scavenger.
Think you got me beat, zombies? Again!
Shangri-La is the most beautiful zombie map ever made. Taking place in some ancient ruins, the art design is top tier. It really feels otherworldly. So much so that, for a long time, people actually thought that Shang was on Mars, which is pretty funny. This map, while beautiful, is a pain in the ass to play. I mean, we have traps pretty much everywhere, this shitty ass mud maze that can trap you easily, and these claustrophobic mines where most of the map takes place. But it also has some really cool innovations like this minecart section where you can hear whispers while going down. A water slide section which is fun to go down, and had geysers that take you out of the mines and up to the top part of the map. This map even had 2 new boss zombies, the Shrieker zombie and the Napalm zombie. This is when the Easter eggs started to get really good. The Easter egg for the map has you helping out these 2 dudes who are stuck called Brock and Gary. The steps are pretty cool, and it makes use of an eclipse mode that turns the map into a nighttime. And who can forget the Baby Maker? Moon is another map that I don't like all that much. First starting in Area 51, you survive for a bit until you hear the siren. You take the teleporter and arrive on the moon. With the helmet on, it pretty much muffles all noises, so it's very hard to hear if a zombie is behind you.
Oh shit, nigga!
But Moon has a super eerie vibe to it that seems like an alien is about to pop up and scare the shit out of you. It feels super lonely and isolated while playing. This map innovated with having low gravity, the jump pads in the biodome, and the astronaut coming to get your perks. Moon is one of those maps that grows on you the more you play it, but I will never like its Easter egg. It's basically an RNG fest with having you pull 3 different wonder weapons out of the box. 3. Oh, and if you miraculously somehow get those, you now have to wait for the excavator to breach the right tunnel. So yeah, you could just be waiting there till about round 25, but the Easter egg does have one of the best payoffs out of all of them, so that's cool. Unfortunately, Black Ops 2 is where the creepiness of zombies has kind of taken a back seat, with there being more of a focus on Easter eggs and gameplay mechanics. Don't get me wrong, the maps are still creepy, with the denizens on transit, the moaning noises on die rise, and pretty much all of Mob of the Dead. Bro, these fucking crawlers are having sex right there. Oh my god, what the hell? But this was the beginning of the end for zombies having a horror theme. With the release of Black Ops 3, we saw Shadows of Evil and the Giant as maps, but the creepy atmosphere was gone from both of them, in favor of new atmospheres that fit the individual maps better, like Shadows having more of a 1950s jazz theme. The only map I deem a little scary is Zetsubo no Shima, but it seems like they were trying way too hard to be scary and ended up not really delivering. Maybe it's because I was older when I first played them, but anything past Mob of the Dead I don't find all that scary. And now, we come to the modern day of zombies, where the focus is not on the horror aspects or the Easter eggs. No, the new identity of zombies is grinding camos.
You serious?
Yep. That's what the mode has been reduced to. Anyway guys, if you made it this far into the video, please consider dropping a like and subscribing. It really helps me out a lot. But let me know what map you think is the scariest down in the comments, and I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya.